Okay, so which of these pieces of art are you drawn to? One, two, or three? You might want to pause the recording and see which one you feel you are drawn to the most, but whichever one it is, that is the one that holds a message for you. And once you've chosen, you just need to skip to that timestamp, which will be in the comments and the description below. Enjoy! You look at this one. The first card we've got for the first pile is the Page of Voices. So this is talking about not getting all up in your head, right? Not allowing these voices to take over, because look, it's like they're just, look, see how they're black? That's like the energy, all right? There's all this colour, and then there's these voices that are just going around and around, that aren't necessary, that aren't always helpful. And what you've got to realise, okay, this is for number one, is that just because there's a voice that is in your head doesn't mean you have to act upon all of those things. Or just because you think something doesn't mean that it's not got so much hold over you. Your thoughts are not who you are. They are just thoughts, right? It's more about the feeling. So if the thought makes you feel bad, it's not true. That's what I've always remembered. Somebody said it, and I think it was Abraham Hicks. Yes. If the thought doesn't feel good, it is not true. So that means about yourself, right? Generally. So we can choose what we think, and that will give us and our headspace a nice place to be in, right? So it's about your focus. It's about, what are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? What are you paying attention to? What are you digesting? What are you listening to? What movies are you watching? Do you let the radio play? All these sort of things, right? This is the message. Yeah, it's really important. It's just super important. Right, let's see what's next. And on that, I just want to add, it's important to recognize how you feel throughout your day. And if you notice your energy dipping and you want to increase it, you want to raise your vibration, put some music on, listen to some positive affirmations, listen to a voice note that your friend left you that made you laugh, whatever it is, right? Watch a silly video that you made of your dog. I don't know, it can be anything, but just, you're in control of your own mind. You're in control of you, okay? You choose what you allow into your being, whether that's your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your energy space. You choose. So it's really a strong reminder of you just being cautious and aware, let's say aware of what it is that you're allowing in, all right? The next card you've got is the Queen of Materials. So this is a reminder that you are on your way to building the life that you love. That's probably, I mean, that's not if you don't love your life already, which I think a lot of you watching this do. Obviously, there's always ways we can improve it. There's things that we want that haven't materialized yet. But this is the universe's way of saying, hey, it's coming. It's coming, right? It's coming. You've been through a lot of stuff, right? You've been through a lot of stuff, a lot of challenges. And this is just your reminder. Hey, it's coming. Relax. Just relax. Just relax. And follow those intuitive nudges, yeah? Follow those intuitive nudges that feel good. And I'm going to keep saying this, feel good. I'm going to sound like a stuck record, but I think it's important. When you're sat there, let's picture this. You're sat, let's take me, for example, because taking me. I've just been sat there on the balcony, you know, sipping on my vanilla latte, you know, those, those instant ones. I don't know why I'm sharing all this with you, but I like to paint a picture. I've recently tidied up my balcony, so it's really beautiful and nice. I'm sat there and I'm like, oh, and then I get my pen and paper out because I feel inspired.
I feel inspired to write, and I started writing about what I want to create. And then I was like, I feel like making a video after I've done some writing. I just feel like I did another video. I know I did one on Monday, and yes, I know I'm going to be consistent on my channel, but 2 days later, and then I thought, fuck it, come on, let's make that video. It's needed, right? So, following your inspiration, allowing yourself to relax. You will not receive inspiration and the next step, so to speak, as to what do I do. And I don't mean like big picture, I mean like now in this moment. When you're overthinking and you're too much in your head or worried about the future, when you're in the present moment and you allow yourself to relax without feeling guilty, without thinking, what is everyone else in the world doing right now? I should be doing this, and should shitting all over yourself, right? It's about allowing yourself to just be. You are freaking worthy, okay? If it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and you're in your pajamas and you're at home, so be it. If you're in bed at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, good on you. You took a nap, right? It's not lazy to slow down. And it's necessary to pause and have that coffee and take that time in order to allow yourself to feel and know what that next step is. Okay? I could really go off on one about this, but I'm going to try and rein it in. Anyway, your next one. Let's have a look. Let's have a little shuffle. Well, whilst I'm shuffling, I'll go off. Let's go off. Let's let it all out. There's so many times I've heard people say things like, allow yourself to have a 5-minute break in the day. 5 minutes? 5 bloody minutes? Are you kidding me? I need a lot more than that for me to get through the day, not feel like I want to throw myself off a cliff, you know? But that's because I'm extra sensitive. You know, I'm very much of a light worker, a sensitive, heightened sensation within me that feels a lot. So there's no freaking way on this earth I could make do with just having a coffee break and that's it. No, but we're all different, all right? But if that's you, know that that's normal, and I need more than that. I need lots of rest, I need naps, I need all sorts to be my best self and to feel good. Otherwise, what's the point, hey? Don't feel bad about it. Wow, guys, this power number 1, geez, it really is. I'm getting this vision of like influx of those manifestations, those dreams, those desires coming to fruition. This is another material card, and it's all lining up beautifully. Look at that. It's like you've got all your ducks in a row, but these are beautiful roses. Everything I've just said about this, keeping your thoughts, not keeping them, but being aware of your thoughts, of what you're thinking, of what you're allowing into your being, allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to receive the intuitive nudges, knowing that these materials are on their way, more than on their way, right? This is the queen. It's like you're in control of it all, right, to a certain degree. I mean, yeah, sometimes I say things and I'm like, hang on a minute. In what sense? You're in control of like how you feel, because you can think your thoughts. You choose to think what thoughts you want to think. That was a bit of a riddle. You choose to think the thoughts you want to think. And by choosing to think those thoughts, or not allow the stuff that brings you down into your being, like, I don't know, a negative, someone that's like talking drama, that's somebody around you, like stay away from it. Or somebody that's on the radio that's talking about a load of twaddle, like it's just not relevant to you. Just turn that bloody thing off and put your music on and sing, or just let it be and listen to the silence, or you know what I mean? Just don't allow everything that could penetrate your being, penetrate it, okay? Don't allow... I don't remember the last time I used the word penetrate. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, okay? You choose to allow in what you allow. And this is your path, yeah? It's like, thank you, universe, thank you. And yes, I mean money, but I also mean just the things that you desire, the relationships, the connections, the feelings, the life, the being, the picture that you choose to create, you know, because that's it. We've all got dreams, and you're allowed to, you know, not allowed, but you're supposed to see that come in, you know, because it's like you're worthy of it. You're so worthy of it. Anyway, yeah. Let me see if there's anything else coming in. Right, yes, there's one more message for you guys. I was only going to do 3, but I feel like there's something else coming. And that is this. And it's emphasizing on emotion again. And it's emphasizing that you are the creator of your reality. And again, much like this card here, choose what you allow in, okay? Because emotion is energy in motion. So, for an example, if you're listening to something that makes you feel bad, it's not true, whether it's it could be your own thoughts. For a lot of you, and I've done this so many times in the past myself, right? And sometimes I catch myself doing it, but nowhere near as much as I used to, because obviously it's a journey and we learn. But this one is like, you could look in the mirror and be like, oh God. And you could say something horrible to yourself, like, oh God, you look like shit. Right? And imagine what that's going to have an effect on you. You're going to be like subconsciously, you're going to be like, oh shit, I look like shit. And then instead of thinking about good stuff or just not thinking at all, you're focusing on the fact that you think you look bad and you need to fix it. That's just one example. It's so, the way we think and feel is so freaking powerful and important, because it affects everything. It affects everything. And you are worthy of this, right? You're the queen, king, energy, whether you're male, female, doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you're black, white, male, female, old, young, you're welcome here, right? We're all connected, we're all the same. And we've all been everybody anyway. I've been a man, I've been a woman, I am a woman now. I've been black, I've been white, I've been this, I've been that. Because we've experienced multiple lifetimes in this universe, but that's another video, right? This ain't your first rodeo, right? Anyway, I really hope this message brought you some sort of inspiration and encouragement and affirmation, right? I love that word. So, on that note, I will thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing your energy. Thank you for watching this whole reading, if you are still here. And yeah, I'd appreciate it very much if you were to like, subscribe, share, do all the things that you know are going to help. Really encourages me, especially when I see beautiful comments that say, hey, this resonated, or thank you so much, da 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 da. It's something I've done numerous times on other people's readings and channels, because I just know how it feels when I receive that myself. And yeah, it's all, we're all connected and it's all energy. So like, yeah, it's really helpful. I can't stress enough how much I appreciate that. So yeah. All right, guys, have a lovely day, night, evening, wherever you are. And please do check back in for the next one, for the next pick a card, or pick a picture, or whatever I'm choosing to call it, whatever I feel like on the day. But yes, pile number 1, this one was for you, and I hope you loved it. All right, bye, guys. Hello, beautiful soul. This is for pile number 2. Now, inspiration. Follow that inspiration, okay? Follow it. Look, you're looking out on the horizon. You've got your telescope. You've got the sun behind you. But this is literally Spirit's way, the universe's way of saying that inspiration you are feeling is the clue. The feeling you get when you're inspired, when you're drawn to take action, that is your clue. The problem comes when we have that, where you go, oh yeah, that idea, oh great. And then you start going, you get up in your head and you go, oh, but I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of that. I can't do it because of the other. And you start saying all these things why it's not possible or why you're not going to do it, even though your whole being is inspired to do the thing or whatever that is. Okay. So inspired action is the action to take. It's the only action to take. We can, if you think about it, big picture, we can take so many actions. We can make so many choices. There are unlimited choices and potential in this universe. So if you're doing things because you're told to do them, because you feel like you should do them, because someone else is doing them, that is not inspired action. Inspired action, inspiration comes from within you. That's why it begins with an in. Inside, inspiration, inside of you, not from outside. And sometimes these ideas we get, we may think, we may not understand. Why am I inspired to do that? That doesn't make any sense. It's got nothing to do with how I'm earning money right now. It's got nothing to do with my, the path or whatever that I see myself on. And all these things can come up in our heads. And then you're like, but hang on, I just want to. I just want to do it. I'm inspired to do it. And so that is enough. You don't need to know anything further than the first step. You don't need to know what's happening next week, next year, next universe. Just now. Just know that you're feeling it now, right? And pick up on these signs. Pick up on these little nudges from spirit saying, yeah, this one's for you. It's a feeling. It is nothing more than your feeling, which is the most important thing. So if you're inspired to do something, don't question the why, the how, the ifs, the buts. Just take inspired action and just trust and have faith that by doing so, you will find those answers, the ifs, the buts, the hows, the whys. Okay? Now, card number 2. Strength. This is your reminder. When you get these signs, right, you have the strength to follow through. You have the strength to take the action. You have the strength to put your toe, I'm looking at the foe, I'm calling it foe, your fairy toe in the water or the ocean, right? You got the strength within you. You have it. You're sat on a lion, okay? This message is to do with you sitting on a lion's head. Lions are strong. Lions are powerful. You have the strength to do it. You have the strength to do it. You've always had the strength to do it. Sometimes you forget how strong you are and you need reminding, hence why you found this video. So, lucky you, hey? Now, 6 of emotion. Okay, let's take a closer look. Now, there's a little girl playing on a suitcase. And then there's an adult version looking at this image, right? And there's another one sat there. What I feel from this is your inner child that needs nurturing. So these ideas are connected to this card. The inspiration, the ideas, the thoughts that you're having, the feelings you're having to try different things, to play, to create. That's all coming from within your inner child. But if you can see here, this lady is looking away. The child's in the moment. She's playing. She's holding, you know, she's got the planet in her hands. She's probably pretending she's on an airplane by the looks of her. And then this one's like looking out, all forlorn, like, oh, me, woe is me. And she's like, let's play, let's have fun, let's do this thing already, you know? So that's the sign. It's like saying but nurture your inner child. Think about what you loved to do when you were little. Was it painting, singing? Was it riding on your bike, being in nature? You know, did you make things? Did you create things? Did you watch things? Did you like to learn about things? Did you fix things? What was it? What was it that you were doing that you loved so much that you have completely lost touch with as an adult, right? What is it? And that thing that's just come to you now, that initial feeling, that is the thing. That is the thing that needs nurturing, like your inner child. Just because you look like an adult right now, right, does not mean to say that your inner child, like the soul of you, the heart of you, the love of you doesn't need nurturing. It really does. It's more important than you can ever give it credit for, because what happens is we can become very robotic, we can become very stagnant, we can become very much on this treadmill of, oh, but I need to do this, I need to pay those bills, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to look after this person, I said I'd go there, I do, and it's like, who the am I? Who am I? What am I doing, right? You need to play. Biggest message here in this whole reading is you need to play. You need to play. You need to nurture yourself. You need to have fun just for the sheer joy of it and nothing else. Not for the money, not for the status, not for the because the bills need paying, not because this, that, the other. Because you enjoy it, right? Yes, you enjoy it, and that's why you need to do it. And do you know, you'll be very surprised when you allow yourself to play what comes from that. For example, the abundance, the connection, the feeling. How you feel is all that matters. So when you do those things that light you up, the money flows. Where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows. So what you're focusing on and what you're doing in that moment of pure joy, that is what the universe will recognize and say, ah, look at this one. She's loving herself. He's loving himself. Let's give them a little reward or a big reward, you know, and give them more. Let's give them some more fulfillment and abundance, because I can see that they love themselves enough to do that and to nurture themselves. They care about themselves enough to do this thing that nurtures them and fills their cup. So, hey, I'm going to fill their cup even more and throw some money their way, throw some joy their way, throw some love their way, throw a relationship their way. Because you are radiating out to the universe what it is that you want more of. And if you're sat there doing what the status quo asks you to do and being a sheep instead of the lion that you are allowing yourself to be tossed and turned by the universe like a leaf in the wind, right? But you're not a leaf in the wind. You're a lion, yeah? You're a strong, inspired, creative person that needs nurturing. There is nothing more important for you to focus on right now than nurturing your inner child and playing and be inspired and following that inspired action. Follow that action. Follow that feeling, not that action. Take the action. Follow the feeling that you have and do it. And it could be something really small. It could be as small as, I'm going to read one page of that book today. Or it could be something really big like, oh, I've seen an event and it's not something I'd normally go for, but sounds really interesting. I'm going to allow myself to go there. And yes, I could spend the money on the kids or this or that or whatever you've got going on. But if you really think about it, this is to all the parents out there. I'm not a parent yet. However, I have starseeds that are ready to come down, but not just yet. Right, if you are a parent and you have children, you allow them to play. You want to see them happy, right? But what about how they look at you? Have you ever thought of how they perceive you? They're looking at you potentially thinking, well, all they do is work and all they do is clean and tidy and they never sit down and they're always on the go and they never give themselves any pleasure, any joy. And what message is that sending to the kids? You know what I mean? It's like, what message are you sending to your children? You need to be a role model by showing them that mum needs to play too. Dad needs to play too. We need to have fun too. We need to do our things too. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And this whole belief around, and it's not just with children. It doesn't matter if you've got children. I'm just using it as an example. But this whole thing around, you have to be productive. You have to hit this status quo and you have to have a house by this age and this much money and you have to be doing this and you have to do that. Like, who said... You know, who's putting these rules upon you? Because the only rules you need to follow are the ones in your heart and your inspired action, not what everyone tells you to do. Okay? So be the joy that you want to see in the world. Be the light that you want to see in the world. And for God's sake, don't let this lifetime, because it's going to go fast, don't let it pass you by just because you're afraid of allowing yourself to feel and to play. One little tip I would say to end this reading for this particular pile would be for you to get a picture of little you. And when I say that, I mean a young version, one that you can connect with, maybe a 5-year-old you, for example. I've got one of myself on I was so engrossed and into what I was saying and letting all that flow for you that I literally have been talking about me being on a bike, right? I've just totally, my film cut off. because my memory's full. So I had to delete some things just so I could carry on recording. But yes, that was so important. That was so important. So I think you'll have missed some of the bits that I've said. So I'm just going to flow from the bike now, okay? And then it'll be perfectly divine. Okay, we're going to flow from where we were with the bike. So I was saying that I have a picture of myself on a bike, and I look at that picture and I connect with it and I think, what would little you need? What would little you need? What do you need? And nurture that side of you, okay? Nurture your inner child, because that's what needs nurturing. Anyway, I feel like there was a lot shared there that needed to be shared. And yeah, hopefully we didn't miss too much by me not being able to record what I've just shared. But yeah, let me know in the comments if the messages you've received so far out of that reading were what you needed to hear. Because perhaps that's Spirit's way of intervening and saying they don't need to hear that bit yet, because I'm going to be doing readings each week. And so, yeah, you know how I just said, okay, it's clicking now, how I just said to you, you will receive it when you're ready to receive it. Perhaps that bit that I said just then at the end, and I can't actually remember what it was, because I was like just channeling, I was not even really thinking, it was just flowing, that wasn't ready to be heard. So I just love how the universe works. It's so perfectly divine. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please comment, share, tell me what resonated with you, connect with me, because I really do feed off the energy in that sense. Like, it makes me bounce back and forth with it, and it makes me feel more connected to you who I'm reading for. And yeah, it really inspires me to do the readings. I'm doing them anyway, but it helps so much more than you can imagine. So on that note, follow your inspired action. Okay, take the rest you need if you need to rest before you do that. You are strong enough to handle all of this, and do not forget to nurture your inner child, because that is where all that fulfillment in your life is going to come from. Not from achieving this and that and going for all the money and the status. No, it's never going to come from there. It's going to come from you feeling good and doing what you love and what lights you up. The money, the abundance, the love, the relationships, the joy, all that will flow once you allow yourself to be and receive and believe that you are strong enough to do this. You always have been. All right, take care, keep shining. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. This is if you chose pile number 3. Now, you have the Knight of Voices. You are charging ahead because you've had an awakening, right? You've had an awakening, and you're starting to really see your power and your strength. You're at this stage where you're like, wow, I got this. I got it going on, right? You're blowing your own trumpet. Yeah, you're filling up your own cup, and if someone wants to blow bubbles in the top, you're letting them, but you're filling that cup. No one else. You know your strength. You've seen it. Now, there are times where you forget it, but what the universe and what Spirit is acknowledging is you have seen it and you now know it. You know you are different. You know you are unique. You know you have this magic within you, okay? This magic within you that only you have and only you possess. And when you put that into action, when you truly believe, look how certain this expression is. You are like, yes, this is me. You are actually in the ocean because you are a part of the ocean. You are connected to the ocean. You are connected to the stars. We've got the stardust here, the universe. You are part of it, and it is part of you, and you are everything, and it is you. And you are really stepping into your power and really starting to recognize yourself in this light, which is something that has taken you many years. You have not just fallen into this feeling, this awakening, this knowing. This has taken you time to figure out, right? It's taken time, and you have earned this space. You have earned this space through the challenges you have overcome and been through, and all the things you have overcome. And now you're at this point where you're like, wow, I'm grateful for that shit. And I'm grateful because I know who I am now. You know who you are. And you know your strength through the challenge. You are so resilient now because of the challenge, and you are so grateful for it. Look, you are charging ahead. You have wings. You are flying high. There's the sun. There's the sky. You're almost hitting it. You're above everything else. And I don't mean people. I don't mean you're better than. I don't mean anything like that. I mean you have risen above your own limitations of your own mind and your own doubt. And you know who the hell you are. You're powerful, right? You are going through massive awakenings, massive shifts right now, right? And this is going to be the fruits of your labor. Not only do you have an abundant, this is showing a tree of abundance with all these materials, right? All these materials, all the things that you want. But more importantly, this connection, this circle, this tribe that you have created yourself for yourself by doing what you do, by being who you are, by taking an alternative route, not by following the rest of the sheep, okay, to their slaughterhouses. No, you've not taken the easy path. You've taken a difficult path, a different path, an alternative path. And you are different, right? You are very different. And what happens is when you be different and act different and show up different and accept your gifts and realize who you are, you start to attract and bring in all the things you are worthy of because you've recognized it within yourself. This is a very exciting time for you. Whoever I'm speaking to right now, be ready. Be ready for the universe to deliver. Okay, and do not doubt it for a second. Do not doubt your worthiness. Do not doubt it. I want you to write on a piece of paper or on your mirror or whatever, however you want to do it, get creative. I am enough and I'm worthy of all of that is to come. I am enough and I'm worthy of all of that is to come. I am enough and I'm worthy of all that is to come. Because, let's face it, in this lifetime that you have lived, in this particular body, this particular lifetime, you have not always felt that way. By far, very far from it in a lot of cases and a lot of times. However, that adversity, that struggle has made you who you are and has allowed you to become this version of you, right? It's a new version of you. It's a elevated, awakened, heightened, colourful, bright version of you that the world will be so grateful for and will benefit so much from. All right, so congratulations to you for doing the things you've done, for being who you are, and for getting through this shitstorms, right? And one thing else, just another thing to say, I'm really feeling this, is don't allow any energy into your being that you do not wish to entertain right now, because it is a very important, okay, stage in your life right now, very important, as in for you and where you are. So your energy needs to be, I will say, protected. So just be aware of who you're letting in, what energy you're letting in, what people you are letting in, because your vibration is what makes you like feel so good. When your vibration is high, okay, you are capable of like ridiculous amounts of things. Like the possibilities are endless. So you just need to be careful of allowing people into your energy. So phone calls, text messages, people, that is the main thing. Other people's energies coming into yours, that is not something you want to entertain. So be aware of that. If that energy doesn't feel good, if you're doing it only for their benefit, all this stuff, this has got to stop, okay? This is something I know you've been working on. But these boundaries need to be there for your own sake, for you to elevate and to rise and to vibe higher. You cannot be entertaining these low vibing energies all the time just because you feel that you have the tools to help or the love to help or the this to that to that. You cannot be everyone else's savior, okay? You need to be putting yourself first and filling your own cup. It doesn't matter what they think, what they say. Everyone's going to have their own opinion, whether you do this or do that, whether you do what they want or do what you want. So you may as well please yourself, all right? You may as well just please yourself. They're going to have their own opinions anyway. We will never be able to please them all. Don't even try. So try and work on letting that go. Whoever has popped into your mind as I've been speaking these words, that's the person or the thing that you need to really watch out for. Don't feel guilty for not entertaining it, right? Just because somebody sent you messages or tried to call you doesn't mean to say you have to answer the phone or respond. It is your choice. It is your life. And you don't need to explain why. You can just, silence speaks 1,000 words. They can think what they like, but you're learning these lessons of protection for your own being, all right? You're learning these lessons because how can you pour from an empty cup? You cannot. Do not allow these energies to deplete you. You need to rest. You need to rejuvenate, okay? And then you need to go out there and spread your magic and paint your rainbow, okay? You do not have to be everyone else's savior. Just because you have the ability to help so many doesn't mean you have to do it. Doesn't mean you have to do it. And in fact, you shouldn't do it. No. No. All right? This is a very beautiful, beautiful reading, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, please interact with me, please tell me what resonated. And if you don't have the time, but you just loved it, just stick a love heart on and I'll be well happy, okay? Because I just like that, I like the affirmation of knowing that I've hit that spot for somebody, and that they have felt and they have received and they got it. They got the message, right? Spirit delivered, the universe delivered. So please do that for me. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, keep shining. You have such a radiant light. Those that have picked this pile, it's ridiculously bright, and I think it's like really such an exciting time for you. You're gonna be painting rainbows. I see color. Okay, take that how you want, but I see color. Alrighty, much love. See you in the next one. Bye.